Welcome to T1 Academy. In this session, we will discuss some of the important questions from this averages concepts. Now see here students. Definitely those who have not watched the previous two parts, please do watch those parts. Why? Because if you watch those sessions, it will be easy for you people to understand these concepts. Now see here, the average weight of 29 students in a class is 48 kgs. If the weight of the teacher is included, the average weight rises by 500 grams. Now, find the weight of the teacher. That is the question. Find the weight of the teacher. That is the question. Now, please see here, students. So, generally, 29 students. We will first of all try to solve it in the normal form. Average is how much? 48 kgs. 48 kgs, right? The average of 29 students is what? 48 kgs. So, what will be the total weight here for me? 48 into 29, right? 48 into 29. That will be the total weight. So, what is 48 into 29? 48 to 29 is 972. 36 plus 7, it becomes what? 43. And 6, 9. Okay, 2, 9 and 1392. So, the total weight of these students is how much? 1392 kgs. 1392 kgs. Okay, 1392 kgs is the total weight of these students. Next, if the weight of the teacher is included, the average rises by 500 grams. That means average of 29 students plus teacher is how much? 48.5 kgs. Is how much? 48.5 kgs. So now what happens to my total weight here? Total weight here becomes what, students? 48.5 into 30. Why 30? Here 29 are students and 1 is teacher. So overall strength became now how much? 30. So the total weight of these people will become what? 48.5 into 30. 48 threes are what you will get? 48 threes are 144. 144 and 0, 1440 plus 0.53 is 15. So this will become what for me here? 1455. 1455 kgs. 1455 kgs is the total weight of this 29 and 1 teacher. Now, see here the weight of the teacher. They are asking us the weight of the teacher here. They are asking us the weight. So, the difference between these two will give us the weight of the teacher. Okay, the difference between these two will give us the weight of the teacher. So, teacher's weight will become what here? 1455 minus 1392. 1455 minus 1392. So, the teacher's weight here becomes how much? 63 kgs. Teacher's weight is how much here? 63 kgs. In this manner, we can find the answer if we go with the general procedure. If we go with the general procedure, this is the thing which will happen. Now, please observe this formula, students. Everyone, please observe this formula. So, we have one formula for this. What is that formula is? Change in quantity into original average plus change in average into final quantity. This is the weight of the teacher. Now, change in quantity. What is the change in quantity? Tell me. Only one person is added, right? That is the change. One person is added. And what is the original average? Original average is how much? 48. Okay. Original average is how much? 48. Plus change in average is how much, students? What is the change in average here? 500 grams. That means 0.5. Please be careful. 500 grams means 0.5 kg. And what is the final quantity? Final quantity is 29 plus 1, 30, right? 30 observations. Final quantity means 30 observations. So, what it becomes? 48 plus 0.5 into 30, what it becomes? 15. So, what it is? 63 kgs. So, this is the formula which you can use for this change one. Change in quantity into, change in quantity means how many new people were added. Only one person is added. Change in quantity into original average. What is the previous average? Original means previous average plus change in average into final quantity. Change in average is how much here? 0.5 kgs. And the final quantity is here how much? 30 persons. 30 persons. So, this is the formula which we are going to use to solve the questions of this type. Okay. See students, try to remember this formula. If you don't remember it, don't test it. Immediately try to solve the problem in this method. But please try to remember this one. Why? Because this is one of the important concepts in our entire averages. Okay, when a new person is added, what will happen and what we need to do. Okay, next question. We will see the next one. Please try to solve this one by pausing the video. Pause the video and try to solve this one. You have the formula. What is the formula we have? What is the formula we have? Change in quantity into original average plus change in average into final quantity. And remember one thing, students, this plus and minus depends on whether if it is increased, that means if it is added, you will have plus. If they are deleted, you will have minus here. Remember this one. Okay, this plus will be changed. Okay, if they are added, this will happen. If they are deleted, this will happen. Okay, now see here, the average age of 40 students in the class is 15 years. That means what is the original average year? 15. When 10 new students were, what is the change in quantity in this case? 10 new students were added. And what is the original average for us here? 15. What is the original average for us here? 15. 10 into 15 plus, what is the change in average when 10 new students were admitted? The average A is increased by, see, if it is increases, you should take it as 0.2. Okay. So, what will become 0.2? Okay, the change is 0.2. And what is the final quantity here, students? What is the final quantity here? Final quantity is 40 plus 10, 50. 40 plus 10, what it is? 50. So, 10 15s are what it becomes? First of all, we will change. 10 15s are, it becomes 150 plus 0.2 into 50, what it becomes? 10. That is 160. Sir, is 160 the answer? Is 160 the answer? No, ma. This 160 is the total weight of the new students. This 160 is the total average, what it is, weight or age. This 160 is the total age. Okay. So, to newly added total is equal to 160. But this is not the average. This is total. So, how many students are added here? 10 students are added. So, average will become what for us here? Average will become 160 by 10. What it is? 16 years. That means the newly added students' average age is 16 years here. The newly added average age is 16 years here. Okay, if you remember the formula, it is very easy. If not, it becomes a hectic task for us. Okay, understood? So, what you will do if not? Okay, previous total will become how much? 15 into 40, that is 600. New total will become what for me? 15.2 into 50. 15.2 into 50. What it becomes? 750 plus 10, it becomes 760. 760. What is the difference? Difference is 160. And average will become what? 160 by 10, 16 years. Okay. So, for this problem, you may think that both are equally, sir, difficult, sir. Here in this case, we need to remember the formula and all these things. Here directly, see, if the question is given clearly and crystal clearly, you will get the answer in both the cases in the same time. But if any of the average is skipped, definitely this will help you a lot. Than that one. Okay, remember this one carefully. Okay, next problem. The average of 11 results is 50. Okay, this is also one of the important questions, students. If the average of first 6 results is 49 and that of the last 6 is 52. See it, students. First, the data is given for what? The average of 11 results is 50, right? So, that means in 11 results, average first, second, I will write third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th and 11th. So, 11 results is how much? 50. The average of these 11 results is 50. Okay, next. The average of first 6 results is 49. The average of first 6 is how much? 49. Okay. And that of the last 6 results is, last 6 means, please observe here, students, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So, the last 6 results average they given for us is what? 52. 52. Okay, and they are asking us the sixth result. Whenever you see these type of questions, students, here we can only find the exact value of only one observation. What it is the common observation. So that is the reason in the question also they asked sixth result. So there is scope to find only one observation, that is sixth. So definitely in the question also, because of that reason only they are asking us to find the sixth one. That is the common observation. Sometimes we may have two common observations. In that cases, they will ask us the average of those two common observations. Average means what? We can easily get the sum of those two by 2. Okay, if there is only one observation in common, they will ask that one. If there are two observations in common, they will ask the average of those two observations. Okay, now please see here. Sum of first 6 observations is how much? 49. So, sorry, average of first 6 observations is 49. So, sum of first 6 will become what? Sum of first 6 will become what for me here? 49 into 6. 49 into 6. What you will get here? 294. 294. Okay. Sum of last 6 will become what? 52 into 6. This will become what? 312. 312. Now, generally, sum of all the 11 will get how much? Sum of all 11 observations is how much? 50 into 11. Why? Because their average is 50. So, that is how much? 550. 550. Now, please observe here, students. If I add these two, so therefore, sixth observation is equal to sum of first 6 plus sum of last 6. That means, see here, I am adding the sixth observation for 2 times. I am adding the sixth observation for 2 times. In first 6, sixth will be there. In last 6 also, sixth will be there. Minus sum of 11 observations. Sum of 11 observations. First 6 is how much? 294. Plus last 6 is 312. Minus 550. So, 294 plus 312, what you will get here, students? 606. 606 minus 550. Therefore, that will become what? 56. That means, here the sixth observation is 56. Here the sixth observation is 56. In this entire problem, we can only find the value of only one observation, that is the sixth observation. That too, the reason is by this logic. We are counting the sixth observation in the first 6 and the last 6. So, that is the reason we can find only one value, that is 6, and in the examination also they will ask that common observations value only. Okay, right? We will see the next one. The average of 5 numbers is 34.4. The average of the first and the second numbers is 46.5. Okay, 5 numbers. 5 numbers average is what they given for us? 34.4. 5 numbers average is 34.4. So, what will be the total? From this total will become what? 34.4 into 5. 34 5s are, it becomes how much? 170. 170 plus 2, it becomes 172. Okay. The total of 5 numbers is 172. Next, the average of first and second number is 46.5. First and second average is given as 46.5. 46.5. And what will be the total for these two? Total will become 46.5 into 2. This will become 93. Okay. Next, the average of fourth and the fifth numbers is 16. Fourth and fifth average is 18. So, what will be the total of this fourth and fifth? 18 into 2. That is 36. These are first and second sum, and these are fourth and fifth total. What is the third number? What is the third number? Now, see here, students, as usual, very simple. So, third number will become what? Sum of all the 5. What it is? 172 minus first 2 sum is 93 and the last 2 sum is 36. So, what it becomes? 172 minus 93 plus 36, it becomes 129. So, 21 plus 22, it becomes what? 43. So, the third number here is how much? 43. 43 will be the third number in this case. Third number. Simple concept. Just you need to do the calculation. Next one. Read the question carefully, pause the video and try to solve this one, students. In a class with a certain number of students, if one student weighing 50 kgs is added then the average weight of the class increases by 1 kg. Okay. If one more student weighing 50 kgs is added, then the average weight of the class increases by 1.5 kgs over the original average. What is the original average weight in that class? What is the original average weight in that class? Okay. Here they are not mentioning us how many number of students are there. Please be careful. Let us assume that the class is having some X students initially. Okay, X students. And average weight we don't know, weighing 50 kg is added, then the average weight of the class increases by 1 kg. So, and previous average is some A. Average is some A. So, what is the total in this case, students? Tell me what will be the total in this case? AX. Total weight will become what? AX. Okay, good, superb. Now, one student weighing 50 kgs is added. So, the number of students will become what here? X plus 1. X plus 1. And the weight average, and his weight is how much? 50 kgs. And his weight is how much? 50 kgs. So, X plus 1 students, what will be the total weight, students? From this, total will become what? For me, AX plus 50. AX plus 50. Why? Because they clearly mentioned that the new student's weight is 50 kgs. But what is the average when it comes to average? Average is increasing by 1. That means A plus 1 is the average. Now, try to write the relation between these three things. Average means what you will write? Average is equal to total by students. Right? Average is equal to total by students. So, what is the average I have here? A plus 1. And what is the total I have here? AX plus 50. And the number of students are here how much? X plus 1. And the number of students are here how much? X plus 1. Okay, put that aside. Put that aside. Next, if one more student weighing 50 kgs is added, so the new weight, now the new students are how many? X plus 2 students. And the new weight will become what for me here? Total weight will become what here for me? AX plus 100. Why? Because 50 plus 50, new student. But the average is becoming what? Average is increases by 1.5 kgs over the original average. Original average is how much? A. And on this, the average is increased by 1.5 kgs. Okay. Now, from this logic, what will be the average? A plus 1.5 is equal to AX plus 100 by X plus 2. AX plus 100 by X plus 2. So, now you have two equations here, students. This is first and this is the second equation. You have two equations and they are asking us to find what is the original average weight in kgs. Original average weight in kgs. Now, first of all, let us solve this one. What you will get? If you multiply that A plus 1, or else what you can do? Please tell me. Here you can write A and here you can write A. Anyway, we will get the same values. A values if I try to equate this one. Okay. See here, students, instead of multiplying this and doing all those criteria, let us do one thing. Let us try to cross multiply it. What you will get here? Cross multiply this one, what you will get? AX plus what you will get here? A plus X plus 1 is equal to AX plus 50. AX plus 50. Okay. Now, what happens here? AX will get cancelled. Am I correct? AX will get cancelled, and what you will have here? A plus X is equal to 49. A plus X is equal to 49 from this first equation. From this next equation, what you will get here? Please see here once again. AX plus 1.5x plus 2a plus 3 is equal to AX plus 100. AX plus 100. Here also once again AX will get cancelled, and what you will have here? 2a plus 1.5x is equal to 97. 2a plus 1.5x is equal to 97. They are asking us what is the original average weight. That means here I need to find A. Here I need to find A. I have two equations. This is first equation and this is second equation. Now tell me, to get the value of A, what I should cancel here? I should cancel X, right? That means I will multiply the first equation with 1.5. I will multiply the first equation with 1.5. That means if I multiply my first equation with 1.5, what it becomes? 1.5a plus 1.5a plus 1.5x plus 49 plus 24.5, what it becomes? What it becomes? 49 plus 24.5, it becomes 73.5. 73.5. So when I subtract these values, what I will get? These two will get cancelled. Here I will have 0.5a, that is equal to 97 minus 73.5. What you will get here? 23.5. 23.5. But this is what? 0.5a. So that implies a value will become what? 47. That means the original average weight of the class is 47 kgs. The original average weight of the class is 47 kgs. 47 kgs. If you solve it with the basic or the traditional method, this is how we are going to get the answer. Okay. In this manner, we are going to get the answer. Okay. Now, so what we are going to do here is, we will try to apply our change formula is there, right? Let us try to check that one. Let us try to check that change formula here. Okay. Now, I will erase this one, students. Okay. We will try to apply that change formula and we will try to get the answer for this one. That is the reason I told you, even though for basic questions also, if you are used with that formula, then easily you will get the answer. Okay. So, what is the formula we have? Change in quantity into what we will see? Original average plus change in average into final quantity. This is the value of newly added. This is the weight of newly added person. This is equal to weight of newly added person. Earlier teacher weight we found, right? So now what is the newly added person's weight we have here? 50 kgs, right? So I will write 50 is equal to, what is change in quantity? Only one person is added. When it comes to first case, one person is added. So 1 into original average, I don't know. Original average, I will take it as A. Plus, what is the change in average, students, here? What is the change in average? Change in average is 1 kg. Increase, right? So 1 into what is the final quantity? Final quantity, it becomes x is the total number of students, I will assume. So it becomes what? X plus 1. Understood? We are trying to write the relation here, nothing more than that. So now what happens here? 50 is equal to A plus 50 is equal to A plus x plus 1. So from this A plus x is equal to what I got? 49. From this A plus x is equal to what? 49. Now please see here, students, from this next case, this is the with the first person. This is with the when first person is added. Now when second person is added. Now from here the second person is added. Okay. So his weight is how much? 50 kgs. What is his change in quantity? Only one person is newly added, right? One person or two persons? One person or two persons are added. So if you check from this logic, from here to here, then it is only one person. But if you see from the first thing, from the first value. So what is the new two persons average which we got here? 100. I am taking 100. Why? Because newly added both persons weight is 50 and 50. So 100. That is one case. And what is the change in quantity? Change in quantity will become two persons are added. And what is the original average? That is A. Original average is A. Okay. Now, next. What is the change in average? Change in average is 1.5. 1.5 change in average. And final quantity is how much, students, here? Final quantity is x plus 2. Here, this is only one person. When one person is added, this is the change happening. When two persons are added. See, students, why I am writing 100 means first person weight is 100, first person's weight is 50, second person's weight is also 50. So 50 plus 50, what it becomes? 100. So 100. Now try to write the relation here. 100 is equal to 2a plus 1.5x plus 3. 1.5x plus 3. So now what happens to this one? If I send 2a plus 1.5x is equal to 97. Did you observe these two equations, students? Where did we got these two equations? In our earlier case, when we are doing it with the logic case, we got the same two cases, right? Got the same two cases. Now anyway, you have two equations, you know how to solve it. Just now we solved also the same concept. How to solve this one, two equations, just now we solved. Okay, just now we solved it. To get a, what I have done, I have multiplied this equation with 1.5 and subtracted from this one. So what I have got here, 1.5a plus 1.5x is equal to 73.5. So when I subtracted these things, what I got, these two get cancelled and I have 0.5a is equal to 23.5. So what I got, a is equal to 47 kgs, the same 47 kgs. So if you know the formula, you need not to think too much that when and that thing happens, this thing happens. If you know the formula, you can simply substitute in that and you will get the answer very quickly. This is with one person is added and this is when two persons are added. Please be careful. Here you need to add the total. You need to add the total. Okay, understood? Understood. Now we will see the next problem. The library has an average of 510 visitors on Sunday and 240 on other days. Okay. The average number of visitors per day in a month of 30 days beginning with a Sunday. If first is Sunday, when I will have my next Sunday, students? 8th will be next Sunday. Next Sunday will be 15th. Next will be 22nd. Plus 7 plus 7 plus. Next will be on 29th. So total how many Sundays I got here? 5 Sundays. So there are 5 days. In that 5 days, how many visitors are there? 510 visitors are there. And in 30 days, if 5 days are removed, how many days will be there for me? I will have more 25 days. In these 25 days, how many visitors are there? 240 per day. 240 per day. Okay, they are asking us what is the average of total. See, what is the minimum with everyone? 240 is minimum with on all the days. 240 plus. How much here excess? 510 means 270, right? 270 and for how many days? This excess is for 5 days. And what is the total number of days? 30. What is the total number of days? 30. So 31s, 39s. So what it becomes? 240 plus 45. This will become 295. So 285. 240 plus 45, 285. So the average visitors for that library for the entire month is how much? 285. So same logic. But the thing is here you should know how the Sundays, how many Sundays and how many normal days will be there. Very simple concept, students. Nothing more than that. Okay. Next one. In an exam, the average was found to be 50 marks. Okay. After detecting computational error, the similar one, I think we have already done. The answer here is 600. In our last video, we have solved the similar problem, students. Okay, please try to go through that one. If not, please see here, 50 students. What is the change here for me? We don't know the total number of, but the new average is how much? 45 is equal to 50. Whether it is decreased or increased? Decreased. Decreased by how much? 30 for each students and total how many candidates are there? 100. So total decrease is minus 30 into 100 by, we don't know how many are there, x. That is the thing which we need to find here. If I send this value to this side, it will become 3000 by x is equal to 5. So 5 ones are 5, 600s are. So x value will become what here? 600. So total 600 students are there here. In our last video, we have solved the same question, students. Okay, next one. The average monthly expenditure of a family was, okay, this is regarding the average monthly expenditure of a family, okay, was 2200. Okay. During the first 3 months. For the first 3 months, average is how much? Average for 3 months is 2200. Okay. 22,500 for the remaining 4 months and 3,120 during the last 5 months. If the total savings, they given us the total. See, generally, income means what? Expenditure plus savings is equal to income. They are asking us this income, monthly income, that too. So, first of all, we will find the overall is income in a year, is the overall income in a year. So, for the first 3 months, so 3 into 2200, first 3 months income, plus 2250 for the next 4 months, so 4 into 2250, and from here 7 months are done, and the remaining 5 months income is how much? Sorry, expenditure how much? 3120. This is his total expenditure. This is his total expenditure. So what happens to this one now? 6600 plus 9000 plus what it becomes 600 and 3000 into 500 it becomes 15,000. So 15,600. 15,600. So his overall expenditure will become what here for us? If you add 0, 0, 2, you will have 1. You have 1. So 6 plus 6 it becomes 12, 12 plus 9 it becomes 21. So 2. So it becomes overall his income becomes 31, his expenditure is 31,200 and his savings is how much here? 1260. His savings is how much here? 1260. So what happens to this one? 0, 6, 4, 2. So this will be his total. This will be his total income. But they are asking us the monthly income, right? So by 12. By 12. So please cancel it. 12 ones are, 12 twos are 24. I will be left with 84. 84 means 12 sevens are 0 and 5. So his income will, monthly income is how much here? 2705 rupees. His monthly income is 2705 rupees. Okay. Next one. The motorist travels to a place. See here students, actually while discussing time and distance we will come across this one. But meanwhile you can write the formula. Average speed is equal to, actually if the person travels to a same distance and returns, average speed formula is 2xy by xy. 2xy by xy. See here students, this one is if he travels a same distance with different speeds. With different speeds means with x and y speeds. Then this is the formula. But the average speed, this is not the actual formula for average speed. Okay. So now 2xy by x plus y, what it becomes? 2 into y, because he is going to a place and he is returning from that place. Okay. He is going to a place and he is returning from that place. So what it becomes? 2 into 50 into 30 by 50 plus 30. So what it becomes? 2 into 50 into 30 by 80. 0, 0 get cancels. 2 ones, 2 fours. Next 2 times and it will, 25 times and it will become 2. So it will become what? 75 by 2, that is 37.5 kmph is his average speed. His average speed is here 37.5 kmph. Okay students. Later in the time and distance we will discuss this one in detail about this average speed and all those things. But for time being, this is the formula for here we don't require the distance. Why? Because he is traveling to that place and he is returning from that place. Equal distance. When he travels the same distance, then this is the formula for average speed. Okay. Next one. The average speed of a train is 3 times the average speed of a car. Okay. The distance covered by the train, what you can say, the car covers a distance of 520 kilometers in 8 hours. How much distance will the train cover in 13 hours? 13 hours. Okay, now see here. What is the speed of the car? Speed of car 520. Distance it by time. So it becomes what? 520 by 8. 520 by 8. So 8 ones are 8 6 are 42. Sorry, 48. I will be left with 40. So 5. So his speed is how much? 65 kmph. Average speed of the car is 65. The train speed is 3 times the average. So train speed will become what? Train speed will become what for us in this case? So 65 into 3. This will become 135 kmph. And they are asking us in 13 hours. Distance is equal to what? Speed into time. That is 135 into, what is the time? 13 hours. 135 into 13. So 5, 65 3s are, sorry, it is 195. 195. 1950. Okay, 195 into 13. What it becomes? 195 into 13. 5, 1, 8 and 5. So 195. So what you will get? 5, 1, 3, 1, 5, 2535. 2535 kilometers is the Distance covered by the train in 13 hours. 13 hours. So very simple. Later we will see. Now, everyone, please pause the video and try to solve the answers for this one. And please comment the answers for this question. Okay. The similar questions we have already solved. Please try to solve, pause the video and try to get the answer and comment the answer for this one. Okay. That's it. Thank you very much. We will see a new concept in our next session. Thank you.